Hi, kindergartners. We're going to go over the instructions for how to complete the sight word journal. So every day after you complete your sight word reader and focus on the word of the day, you're going to come into your sight word journal and write one sentence that contains the sight word that you just read. So this is going to change every day. That means you need to have a new sentence every day. So, a couple of things I want to remind you about sentences. All sentences start with a capital letter. They also have finger spaces between each sentence. Every sentence needs to have words spelled as correctly as possible. And every sentence needs to make sense. Sentences are complete thoughts. That means that a sentence is just not one single word, and it's not a bunch of random words. They are words that are put together on purpose to tell something. So, for example, if our sight word of the day was the sight word my, I'm going to need to write a sentence that uses the word my. Now, if I just write the word my on my journal page and add a period, that is not a sentence. If I just came up to you and said, my, would you know what I meant? No, you wouldn't know what I meant. My is not a sentence. That's just a word. So you're going to need to write a whole sentence that makes sense, a complete thought. For example, my sister is great. Or, I like my dog. Those sentences have the word my, and they are full thoughts that make sense. I'm going to show you how to write one of those sentences today on this journal page to show you what I would like you to do when it's your turn to write a sentence using the sight word of the day. The sight word I'm going to practice for today is the sight word my. So your sight word might be something different than this, so you will need a new sentence for your page today. I'm going to start my sentence with a capital letter. My sentence is going to be, I like my dog. I'm going to start with a capital I. Then I'm going to use a finger space. My next word is like. I like. Now that might not be our sight word focus of the day, but it is a word you have seen before. If I'm not sure how to spell, I can always ask a parent or a sibling for help, or I can sound it out to try my best. Like. L, I, and I know there's an E at the end. I like. Next word is my. I'm going to write a finger space. Then my, I'm keeping each lowercase letter below the belt line. Only uppercase letters get to stretch all the way to the top, or lowercase letters like L and K and a couple others that get to stretch a little higher. I like my dog is the last word in my sentence. If I left it here with I like my and I added a period, would that make sense? I like my? No, that doesn't make sense. I haven't told you what I like. So I'm going to erase that period because I'm not done with my sentence yet. I like my dog. I need to write that word dog, finger space, d, a, g, dog. I like my dog. Now my sentence makes sense. So I've done that part. My sentence makes sense. I know that I've spelled my sight word my correctly, so I can check that off. I know that I left finger spaces between each word, and I know that I started my sentence with a capital letter. Does anyone know the last part that I did not write on my checklist that I have not done on my sentence yet? That's right. I need an end mark. I need a period. Every sentence needs to have a period at the end. So I've added that in there now. I need a period. I'll write that up here for us to remember. Every sentence needs to end with a period. Or an exclamation mark if you're excited, or a question mark if you are asking a question. So we need to end with a period, an exclamation mark, or a question mark. Okay? Make sure you always end your sentence that way. When you're finished with your sentence, the next step is to draw a picture in this open space here. I would like this picture to be detailed as you can make it, the better. I want to know that you understand what your sentence says. That's very, very important that you understand what it says because it is your sentence. So now that I have shown you how to do this, I would like you to take out your journal. I'd like you to complete the work on your own. You may ask your family for help when you need to know how to spell a word, but otherwise I need you to complete this page on your own. Make sure that you have included whatever your sight word of the day is.